Trocifol R3 by Carar, the most recognized interlayer brand, is now the most sustainable interlayer solution.
It's day 2 in Dusseldorf, and today we're diving into sustainability and performance, one of the industry's biggest topics. We are starting off our sustainability journey with a visit to Carar, where the company has recently launched a brand new interlayer product with the industry's environmental footprint in mind. Hey Alberto, good to see you.
Good to see you again.
I hear it's 25 years of Century Glass this year.
Yeah, 25 years, we're very excited about it.
Yeah, and with that you've brought a new product to glasstec, is that right?
Yeah, we have this new brand, this Trocifol R3. It is from Reduce, Reuse and Recycle. So this is a brand of different PPP products of low carbon embodied.
Okay, so what's really special about this? You know, everybody's talking about embodied carbon and, you know, reducing your environmental footprint and everything. So now you've brought the product. So what's really special? How is it different compared to other PVBs?
So what we are doing here with R3 is we are reducing the carbon footprint of this interlayer. So a standard PVB, it has about 4.45 kilograms of CO2 per kilogram of material. So we developed this material, we use different strategies, recycle material and using more clean energy. So we reduce it to 0.19 CO2, here.
Okay, because this would be the standard PVB product,
this is
right?
going to be the standard 4.45.
Okay.
So it's a very good improvement. So we are classifying as Class A as the lowest interlayer in the market.
Okay, and then this one I think you were telling me earlier is for the bigger size glass.
Yeah, the Class B is the jumbo size. So due to the limitations we have with that size, we improve it in 50% to 2.7.
There's more to glasstec than just products and machinery. This year there's also a special forum called Circularity 1. So I'm going to go over and talk to Lisa Ramig with Eckersley O'Callaghan to learn a little more about it. Hey Lisa.
Hey
good
Ellen,
to see
how are
you.
Good to see you.
Very excited to be back at glasstec.
Yes,
You've got
so
a
am
great conference set up this year. So all about circularity.
Yes,
right?
it is.
Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be covering in the next couple of days.
Yeah, so what we've got here is a conference that we set up. Actually, we set an initiative up 2 years ago at glasstec called Circularity, which really is just a platform that connects a lot of researchers, people from the industry, manufacturers, fabricators, and engineers and architects to research and further develop circularity in the glass industry. What we're presenting here today and tomorrow are the results out of these, which is great.
You know, for the people, tell us just really quickly, explain what is the circular economy? What do people need to know about really the focus of what this is all about?
Circular economy is really the circle of materials. So when we use materials made out of raw material, when they've done their job and are past their service life, that we actually break them down again and ideally reuse or recycle them so that they can be used again and have another life.
And that's, for the glass industry, where do we really see that impact, the biggest impact?
We see very much two approaches in the glass industry. The first one is actually reuse, and that we see a lot of development in the last 2 years in the possibilities of disassembling IGUs. The second approach is using glass that perhaps can't be reused because it's toughened or has coatings on it that you don't want to reuse, that is crushed into colored and then recycled into the float glass process.
Speaking of deconstructing glass, you've got to get a look at Hägglunds' latest machine. Let's go get a breakdown. Hi Stefan.
Hi.
Nice to see you. So we just got a nice demo of this very new machine for Hägglunds this year. Tell us a little bit about what it does.
Yeah, this is our latest and newest development. So It's called IG2 pieces, and I think the name says it all. With this machine we are able to separate IGU paints in its parts. So we have the glass paints and the spacer. And what happens with the glass is, so we have three scenarios. Scenario one is reuse, so you can cut out new glasses out of it. And they are the biggest benefit to the environment because you don't need to produce new glasses again. And the second scenario is the recycling scenarios. The more cullets you put inside the melting process, the more energy you save and the carbon footprint decreases. With this machine you are able to have a high quality cullet, so you don't mix coated glass with not coated glass, with laminated glass. And the third scenario is repair, which means imagine you have a IGU line and you see at the last process step there is a mistake, a little scratch inside the glass. In the past you would throw it away.
Any thoughts on how this is going to take off, or will it take off in the US?
Yeah, we hope so. Of course, US is one of our biggest market for Hegler. And well, you know, there are no borders when it comes to environmental solution. And so we hope that we will achieve also a good result in the US market with this machine now.
I've got one more stop today, so I'm headed over to Pilkington to hear about some of their high performance products.
Hi,
Steve.
Ellen. Nice to see you again.
Your booth is packed.
It's
Everybody's here.
It's been a couple weeks since I saw you in Dallas at the glass build. It's
Yeah.
always nice to see you.
I know, this time of year are always on the go, but
And here we are in Dusseldorf
Yeah.
again, 2 years later.
I know, 2 years, but well, it's always busy in here. You guys always have a lot going on, but I hear that you guys are jumping on the embodied carbon
Yes.
train, and you're working on lowering the carbon in your products as well. So tell me what you've been up to there.
Right. The product that you're talking about, NSG Mirai, is a low embodied carbon product. We changed the fuel mix on one of the furnaces in our UK lines to actually introduce a lower carbon footprint into the glass rather than offsetting the carbon with the carbon offsets. Unfortunately, the logistics and the supply chain for the fuel mix don't exist to allow us to produce that on a full-time basis. But it allowed us to produce for several days to start to incubate the concept and introduce into the market, you know, this decarbonization effort within NSG that's very important, not just for the glass industry, not just for our company, I think, but it's good for the building industry in general.
So what are some things that you can talk about that you're doing, say, you know, in the U.S., you know, for the U.S. market to try to offer a more environmentally friendly product?
So we have another product called NSG Spacia that's a vacuum insulated glass. We're focused primarily on the renovation market to be able to replace the existing windows, and there are millions and millions of square feet of this already glazed, waiting to be deglazed and reglazed with our Spacia. So that's our focus right now.
Today was absolutely packed with sustainability discussions, and for our next video, we're going to be diving into innovations in glass. If you're here at the show, come by and see us in Hall 13, stand B13, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.